Good morning. Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 14th, 2024, and you are in the Java Cafe this morning. It is Testimony Tuesday, and we are going to move a little differently this morning. Find myself in a space again of observing a lot of transition of the loved ones of a lot of my friends on social media. And so we're going to take a few moments this morning and just hold space for them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far that I'm aware of, and 6 since the first of the year. And so this is what we do as we do and hold space for our community. And I was just scrolling through yesterday and today and just noticed a lot of people posting about their loved ones. And so these are the names that I'm going to mention are in no particular order. And what I'd like to do is give folks a couple of seconds to come in so we can honor them. And a lot of the Java family members are impacted. And so the first thing I would like to do, and if you've lived a little while, you've heard this sentiment around life and death. And we are holding space this morning, yes, for members of our community whose loved ones have transitioned, but we are also in that notion of the cycle of life and death. We want to congratulate Mayor Michelle Wu and Connor on the birth of their daughter. Yesterday at 2 p.m., Mayor Michelle and her husband Connor welcomed Myra Wu Porosky, arriving at 8 pounds. Michelle, last couple of texts, I said, how you feeling? She said, big. 8 pounds, 4 ounces, and, 20 inches. So this is going to be a tall young lady, I think. I think the average is about 17, 18. I'm not sure, maybe 19, but they welcome Mimi to the family and to Boston. Mom and baby are in good health, and the mayor is in touch with her senior staff. Don't miss that. Mayor Wu wishes to express her deepest gratitude to the nurses, doctors, and healthcare staff who made this possible for her family, who work every day to support so many families across the city. And so while we're getting ready to hold space and name those who have transitioned in that balance in the cycle of life, we also want to congratulate Mayor Wu and Connor on the birth. And if you're familiar with the State of the City story last year, Mayor Wu's mom used to call her Mimi. And now Myra, I posted on social media, we have another Mimi. And so congratulations to Mayor Wu. Going to go in and say hello to those that are in the cafe before we hold this space and name those who have transitioned. Donna Janke, good morning. Good to see you in the room this morning. Mama Java, good morning to you. Nicole, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Michelle D. Smith, good morning to you. Auntie Java, good to see you in the room this morning, as always. Miss Teresa, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Sister Soraya, good morning to you. And Pastor Drumright as well. And if it wasn't for shame, I would call Pastor Drumright and have him pray on the phone for our community. And so with that being said, I have reached out to the families, with the exception for one young man that I'm going to name at the end. And so the Peoples family, they are dealing with the transition of Leroy. We call him affectionately Bum. Leroy Peoples, his uncle passed away recently, and he is in Sumter, South Carolina. Jeffrey Peoples, aka Uncle Jeff. And so Leroy and your family, we're holding space for you this morning. Also on January 1st, a friend and brother that I don't talk to often, but I miss seeing him on the MBTA often every morning. And that is D. Simmons. His mom transitioned on January 1st. And so to D and Marcia and the whole Simmons family, we're holding you up and sending love and support your way as well. Also, Eric Grant, who is the nephew of Raymond and Asia, who's a member of our community, Asia Heath. Eric Grant, Raymond's nephew, passed away recently as well. And so we want to hold Asia and Raymond in prayer and support for them as well. And then also there is Cole Moment. And toward the end of the program, I'm going to go back and share some commentary about some of the circumstances around Cole's death. The family is mourning, but then also they need answers. And we want to do what it is that we can do to support them. And he is kin to Asia and Raymond and Toy Burton as well. And so we'll come back to that. And this morning, I want to especially hold space for a lot of the people that I named are adults and have lived lives, full lives. The next family that I would like to ask us to support and uphold is the Barrows and Fildago family. John and Tinchna, his wife, they are celebrating the life of their baby, Christian Barrows. He transitioned, was diagnosed early on and had a tumor and things. And there were prayer vigils and the local diocese here was in support of this family. And I saw yesterday, Brother Conan had texted me yesterday morning. I had planned to get on the Zoom call this morning at 7:30 a.m. There were plans to hold prayer vigils every morning at 7:30. And later on in the afternoon, I saw the note that Christian had transitioned, just over 2 years old. And so we want to also hold space for the Barrows and Fildago families. And so the Peoples family, the Simmons family, the Grant family, the Moment family, and also the Barrows family. Last week, we also acknowledged the death of Kyrie Ambrose. And I wanted to share with you the information about the service for him that will be taking place. Again, this is James saying this. It is at Lion of Judah in the South End. I was getting ready to say Bishop Miranda. I believe his wife is the pastor there now. And that service is taking place on Saturday at Lion of Judah. And it will begin at 10 a.m. The viewing is at 9 a.m. and the service will begin at 10 a.m. to 12. Again, we saw the other night so many, at least 500 or so young people were at the gathering the other night. There are going to be a lot of young people there. You may not come to attend the funeral, but you may be there just to be outside and support our young people. And so I wanted to give an update on that as well. And then also in the continuance of a celebration of life on this Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m., the Yawkey Boys and Girls Club, 115 Warren Street. Folks are gathering, the dancers that were all together the other night. They're gathering from 1 to 4 p.m. this Sunday to dance. And if you would like more information, you can call Shanta at 617-953-8287. 617-953-8287. I'm sure they could use donations of water and snacks and different things like that. So we wanted to make sure that you were aware of that information regarding Kyrie as well. And I wanted to go back for a few moments and bring attention. This has been in mainstream legacy media, but I wanted to name it here because they may not make the call that I'm about to make. And so I would like to, in reference to Cole Moment, who is related to Toy and Asia as well, his mom, Danita Nita Moment, who we've reached out to, and we'll be chatting with her soon. Family and friends, everyone has been asking what they can do for me. What I need you all to do is flood the website and Facebook page of the company with one. And I think that this hyperlink, this is a different link, goes to a state website. And so I'm not sure if this is where we should be calling. I will get more information. But what she said here is, my son was found on their property with a broken leg and his face and head bashed. We asked to see the videotape. They won't let us see it. They said he fell. Please ask them what happened to Cole Moment. Why won't you let his family see the video? Why did he get reported as a John Doe when he had 2 forms of ID in his wallet? This is why when anyone tries to look up the incident, they cannot find it. This is not okay and will be brushed under the rug. This is how you can help me. Justice for Cole. And so what I'm going to do in real time right now is get the Saugus Police Department's phone number and post that so we can, this is their website, outside of 911. I'm trying to see how we call anonymous tip line, retaining order fax, chief fax, police business. So 781, I'm going to put it in the comments. This is the number that you can call to ask the Saugus police about Cole Moment's death. I will put it in the comments as well. Justice, there's a Sia here. A Sia, we are holding space for you, and also Ray for Eric. And here is the phone number also in the comments. So if you can't call now, you can go back on the Java with Jimmy page and get the phone numbers. Justice for Cole, as Asia said, justice for Cole. The questions that you can ask are, what happened to Cole Moment? Why won't you let his family see the video? Why did he get reported as a John Doe when he had 2 forms of ID in his wallet? And also, this is, mom is saying that this is how you can help. And so please share the post, contact info in the comments as well. Okay, hold on for 1 second. Asia, did you put something? Oh, you can text me right now. Whatever link or whatever I need to put on here, just text me real quick and I'll make sure that you that we share that information. So whatever you need me to share, text me and we'll put it in right now. And so we want to make sure that we bring continued attention to that, because this cannot be swept under the rug. Times are interesting in this country. And so we need to make sure that we support this family. 781-941-1199. And y'all know if it wasn't for shame, I would call right now. But no, I don't want to. There's no sensationalism or nothing like that. But so I will be making a call. Michelle D. Smith, thank you, and others. It takes a couple of seconds just to make that call. So please do that and honor the life of Cole Moment. And again, as Asia said, justice for Cole. That note from his mom, we want to support and make those phone calls and make sure that they get answers. I hope this is being brought to the Attorney General's attention. And there is an investigation and they have to go through their process. Yeah, we get it. But part of the family's process is getting as many answers as they can get about this. So not going to get too far off for that. But again, if you're just tuning in this morning, I'm going to go over to Instagram and see who's over there. We were holding space this morning for many that I observed in our community who are dealing. Pastor B, I forgot what parts of the South he's in, but Pastor B is over and praying as well. I see Keys over on Instagram as well. Good to see you over there. Just a couple of things I wanted to mention as well, that we are attempting to get a couple of folks to come chat with us tomorrow morning for Martin Luther King Day. Folks that are doing service, folks that can speak to the legacy, and folks that can speak to, how do we support his dream? How do we live up to a lot of the context of his dream, of the things that we have to do for ourselves in our community within the village? But then also, how do we fight? As Kamala Harris said, that we must still continue to fight. And as the days are dawning, getting close to January 20th, we need to keep that in the forefront of our mind. Speaking of January 20th, I shared this yesterday, and I'll go ahead and share it with you all now. Some of you may have already seen it. But speaking of January 20th, on January 20th, yours truly at 6:30 p.m. We'll be speaking for the Martin Luther King Day gathering that is being sponsored by the Milton Interfaith Clergy Association. And so before you all even get started, let me just get this up here. Milton, where is it? There we go. So on Monday at 6:30 p.m., we will be the keynote speaker for the Milton Interfaith Clergy Association annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration. Keynote address by yours truly, founder of Java with Jimmy. The theme for them this year is we may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. So that's taking place at Concord Baptist Church. Why won't this thing move for me? Okay. That's taking place this Monday at Concord Baptist Church from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. 180 Blue Hill Ave, and you will be able to live stream it at Concord Baptist Church, cbcboston.org, all one word. For those of you that are able to and would like to come, you are more than welcome. And so we'll be there sharing some words on Monday at the church in the pulpit. So please keep me. I solicit your prayers in that. In reference to other announcements, we also want to, Lisa Davis is in the room, mother to Anthony, and mother in love to Aaron, and wife and lover and friend of our Pops Davis as well. Good to see you in the room. And I saw some progress in your physical therapy on social media the other day. Better go ahead. Anyway, good to see you in, mother. March, before we get to March, a few people have reached out. The last couple of years for Black History Month, we have curated conversation with Dart Adams and also Sheena Collier. The first year we did it in person, 2023, I believe. We did it in person. Last year we did it virtually here in the home studio. This year we're going to do it in person again. At the record company in the South End. There's parking. They have a very nice space there. And so I'm working with Sheena and Dart. I have to get them some dates. They're going to decide, and then we'll get the information out to the community. So we want to keep you abreast of that. That will take place the end of February. A whole bunch of stuff is going on in February. I also wanted to let you know that on February, I believe 5th, the Black Men and Boys Commission. Hold on. It's the first Wednesday in February, which is February 5th at 6:30 p.m. The Black Men and Boys Commission. will hold a public gathering in reference to the work that we've been doing. And that meeting is open to the public. It's going to take place at the Bruce Bowling Building at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, February 5th. That next week, there are other things. There will be a Java After Dark with ABCD for cuffing season. And I had the theme here somewhere. I forgot where I wrote it, but the theme for that night is how to talk to your boo about sexual health and how to have the conversation if you found out that you about to bring something home to them. So that's taking place right before Valentine's Day in February as well. Some other things are coming, but I just shared those announcements, and not to distract from one of the things that we are doing today is holding space. I see folks that are still praying and holding for our community. And so, Donna, thank you so much. Mama Java. Tashad, good to see you in the room this morning. Naraki Jordan is sharing, my mother just moved back from where the fires are. We have friends who have been evacuated. That's my other home. I forgot your mom was from out there and she was visiting at the anniversary. So Naraki, keeping your mom in prayer as well. Miss Teresa had been in contact with someone from Oakland this morning. And thank you all for the reminder, because I wanted to mention there have been lives lost from the LA fires as well. And there are a lot of people impacted. And I saw this on social media, so I'm going to mention it here as well. There's a perception that Los Angeles, Hollywood and things like that, but there's a whole entire Black community that's not in the industry. And then there's a whole Black community that's part of the entertainment industry, writers and boom operators and things like that. And so as we get information, Brother Mario Moore is connected to someone in Los Angeles who is specifically doing work in the Black community. We're going to try, if it wasn't for shame, I would call him right now. He would probably cuss me out. But he is putting together a pallet, or knowing him, if he has more than one pallet, he'll make sure. But he is packing up a huge box and other boxes to get out to LA. And what his caption says is, hope everyone is well. I'm trying to fill this pallet with supplies for LA fire victims. It's going directly to my friend, and I know he has friends out there, that's working with a local church. They need water, hygiene products, underwear, socks, baby food, diapers, pet food, razors, clothes. You can drop off supplies at the Peace Institute in Dorchester, or I can pick it up. If you want to donate money, you can inbox Mario Moore, and I am going to put his profile link in the comments. If you would like to donate money, I'm sure he will come get it. So here is the link to his profile. Inbox him if you would like to donate money, or if you would like to drop off supplies at the Peace Institute. You can do so as well. Brother Stan, good to see you in the room this morning. Asia, just naming that while you and Ray are mourning as well, you're praying and lifting up the Barrows family as well. And so that's what community does. That's what the village does. And shout out to Brother Mario that's bringing the village together to support the families. Michelle D. Smith said CBS has a link to their website to send donations to fire victims. Absolutely. That's in general. And Michelle, I'm sure you agree. We are being a little specific about sharing links that we know, because a lot of those organizations we found out, was it during Katrina? I think it was during Katrina. A lot of organizations and entities do a lot of donating. And often some of those donations don't make it to where we intended for them to go. So we're being very specific. CNN has vetted a list, to Michelle's point. So has CBS that Michelle just mentioned. And so I have been inquiring on the Boston While Black app to get information. So Mario is definitely a plug. I know this brother's integrity. I also know his connections. And so if you would like to donate supplies or donate cash to where we know that this is going, I'm just going to say it's going to hit the hood. There are parts of our community and folks that look like us in LA that are being impacted. And just going to leave that there. Naraki said, send gift cards too. So if you have gift cards and you want to get to Mario, I'm sure he'll come pick them up. Or, you know, there's a way that you can contact him. Aunt Tomb's family is in what? See? People from our community here in Boston are out in LA. A lot of our industry people, people that, you know, I used to go to church with that went to Berkeley are in LA in the business. And so it's not just what we see with folks on, you know, in the industry, on media, the big wigs and whatnot. There are people, the term starving artists in LA that are being impacted. And we know that then when there are situations like this, when a general community is in need, let me behave this morning. So with that said, we're going to try to get Brother he's probably the one brother that I could call in the moment and he won't cuss me. Let's see. He might. I'm not going to call him. But, you know, it is important that we support local efforts that are going right directly to local efforts. All right. That's it for me this morning. It is 10:30. So you all get your hour. Milagros, speaking of your time, an hour. Milagros in the room from UC. You all get your hour for your points there. We will be back with you tomorrow. Again, I am going to attempt to get some folks that are serving and fulfilling the dream of Dr. King and that are working toward equity in different ways. We understand that the arts were a big part of the King's legacy. We have, we'll probably share some of the footage from the Embrace unveiling that took place in January of 23. So we'll share that, and the choirs for the Voices of Embrace performance of Lift Every Voice. And so the official holiday is being acknowledged or observed on the 20th, but we're going to hold space tomorrow for Dr. King. Michelle D. Smith said that truth regarding emergency aid going to its intended destination. Thank you so much, sis, for that. And so again, Brother Mario is directly connected to someone that can get a lot of the supplies that he named directly to our community there in LA. Thank you all for being with me today. Again, we'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. celebrating Dr. King. Monday, I don't know exactly what time, but Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley is going to join us live. We are working through the details because with me needing to speak Monday night, I need a good 3-4 hour gap between finishing with Congresswoman Pressley and getting ready to get up to Concord. So I'm working with our Congresswoman's team now to identify the exact time. We'll speak with her on Monday. As you know, she's boycotting the inauguration. There was a lot of commentary on that. I ain't mad. Shoot. Okay. We're going to get ready to go. Asia, thank you all again for the prayers, kind sentiments, and sharing the justice for Cole hashtag. That's something else you can do. Some people may not want to, call the police department. They're going to have I get it. Whatever, no judgment. You can share this live. You can share, go to Toy's page, go to Asia's page, or just type in search hashtag justice. Search this hashtag right here and retweet, share, and you put the hashtag too. A lot of people believe that, there isn't any power in social media. Oh no. What did Kendrick say? Phone. tool. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm hearing some rumblings about how the Black community is going to display its non-support of the incoming rapist, liar, racist. Oh, that's going to be on social media. And you know he pays attention over there. My point is there's relevance to posting hashtags like this. They are powerful. Updated my bio yesterday. And at the end of it, it says that Jimmy believes in the digitability. We take our advocacy to a digital space. We still show up at hearings and we still, protest and things like that. But for some, it's as simple as hitting a share and putting a hashtag. Things are different now when it comes to that. We can't brush it off like we used to. Oh, it's just social media. They're not doing anything. A lot of revolutions have started in the past decade or so here on social media. So Channel 4 highlighted Dee Dee's cry. Thanks, Ma, for sharing that. You, Michelle, have a blessed day as well. Sharon, I'm not messing with you. Folks are coming, so I really appreciate that. Naraki, thank you, because it'll draw folks right here. All right. That's definitely it. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Before we go today, I saw this on social media a while ago, and I wanted to share it today in honor of those who have transitioned. And so we are going to play that song in just a minute with some great brothers. Again, social media. These brothers have grown up on social media. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, I got that all set here. We're going to play that video and wish peace to everyone that is mourning and grieving. I would not be my authentic self without sharing this. Not just mourning and grieving, but life is lifing. And whether mourning or grieving or not, or life is lifing, be intentional about drinking extra water. Be intentional about being around those that give you positive energy and strength. If you consume alcohol, weed, pay attention to your consumption and make sure that eighth or that half ounce that used to last you a few days or a week is not gone in 3 days. Make sure that fifth or that pint that used to last you X amount of days and now is gone in 2. All right. It's real. And what we're feeling, and sometimes some of the easiest ways to sort of numb the pain temporarily is to go to things like that. If I can keep it 100, sex, food, no judgment. Just be observant and more intentional about taking care of yourselves. Because a lot of people that I named that are impacted are helpers, are community leaders, and it's a lot. And so generally, let's take care of ourselves and be intentional about our self-care. I wish you peace. I almost thought of Star Trek, make you smile a little bit. What it's, what was it? What was Spark's thing? Live long and prosper in equity and health and peace. We will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.
May his peace be with you till we meet again. May his peace be with you till we meet again. Till we reach that dear till we meet.